What's going on? It's college football Saturday, and we had a couple good games on yesterday. Um, don't know if you checked them out. This not showing top 25. This is showing Utah, Oregon. I say two good games, but Utah was pretty impressive. Beat Oregon, I think, two times out of the last 3 weeks. So Oregon got their first Pac-12 championship. So that's pretty neat in there. It's not showing UTSA. UTSA played Western Kentucky. Um, Probably because they're not top 25, but it was 49-41. Quarterback for Western Kentucky looked pretty good. Probably up his stock for the NFL draft. All right, let's talk about we got 11 o'clock Central kickoff. Baylor, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State just defeated Oklahoma. So they're well deserving to be here. You can't run from this, as you see. Lincoln Riley. That's just big business, big news. USC finally got a coach with a name behind them, with a backing, who gets some recruits. He's already having people flip at Oklahoma and decommit, and so I'm sure he's going to get a lot of those Cali recruits, and they're going to get some buzz. And for the first 3 years, he's just going to be open door. Now the thing is with him, offense will be running probably pretty good, but based off that Oklahoma defense, they didn't have any defense, so they can't keep doing that. Now on the flip side, Oklahoma, they're in trouble. They're going to end up going to SEC, and they're losing all these recruits. And who the heck is going to be their coach? So you don't want to be sitting there losing to Mississippi State and Ole Miss and Auburn and all those teams. No shot at Auburn or any of those teams, but we know Alabama is running it most of the time. So, but yeah, back to Baylor. Baylor's had some good W's. They beat Oklahoma as well. A couple of losses that I think that they could have avoided, but they are where they are, and they are where they are. So Baylor, Oklahoma State, that should be a good one. That game could flip and go either way. Oklahoma State, they win, they have an opportunity to get into the college football playoffs, which I believe is they have high probability of that. We're gonna go to the big dog game, Georgia, Alabama. Alabama just last week played Auburn, got away with bloody murder and getting out of there with a win. They win this game, they mess up everything. The same four teams, if they win, will probably be in the playoffs still. If Georgia wins, Alabama might be out. They should be out. They probably will be out, barring Cincinnati and Michigan win their games. Alabama loses, they'll probably be out. With that said, that'll open the door for Oklahoma State and Notre Dame, which isn't in here because they don't play a game, because they're not in a conference, because they do dumb stuff like that because they want controversy. So Georgia, Alabama. Now, Georgia is a power team this year. Defense is solid. My question to them is, are they going to score enough points in this game? Because I do believe they have the team to beat Alabama, this particular Alabama team for sure. But it's just a question of, are they going to put up enough points? If they put up enough points, the defense stays stout, they should win the game. Now, just to name Alabama, they've got a chance. So Alabama could win this and mess up everybody's hopes to get into the playoffs. Now, Houston, Cincinnati. Can't sleep on Houston. They only got one loss. This isn't no cake walk in the park for Cincinnati. But I believe Cincinnati wins this game, they'll be in. But hey, it could go the other way. Somebody could slide right in. Michigan, big win against Ohio State. 8 years coming. Now, the pressure's on Michigan. Don't blow this game. What I don't like about this game is it's a night game. Night games, they could go, they can mess you up. Now, what I do like about it is, I believe they're going to play this in I believe, Indianapolis. So it should be a neutral playing field. That'll help Michigan. What Michigan has to do is capitalize early. Don't let this be close, because if it's close, then it comes down to turnovers, and Iowa gets turnovers. And then you could lose this game, and Ohio State will start trolling you, because it's best believe Ohio State's ready for Michigan to blow this opportunity to get in the playoffs. If Michigan gets in the playoffs, they'll be playing with house money. So, one scenario is everybody wins. All these teams are in. It's just a matter of what order. That'll be debatable. I'm sure Georgia and Alabama will probably be 1 and 2 at that point. Depending on the score, of course. If Cincinnati, if they lose, that opens the door for somebody. And if Michigan loses, it opens it. Now, another scenario, what if Alabama, Cincinnati, and Michigan lose? Well, we've got 3 more teams that are probably going to pop in. They're probably going to leave Alabama in there as well, because they lost to Georgia. But there's going to be some 2-loss teams in there. A lot of 2-loss teams. So nothing's ruled out here. Very, 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 very important games. Can't take them lightly. Got to take your opponents seriously. The benefit of the matter for, I don't know. It's just, you just win, you're in, pretty much, for all these teams. For Georgia's only team can lose and get in. But Alabama wins, they're in. Cincy wins, I think they're in. Michigan wins, they're in. These teams all lose. I believe Cincy loses, they're out. Michigan loses, they have a very slim chance. If they were to lose by a field goal, maybe they could get in if everybody else lost, including Oklahoma State. So that's my take on that. Now, when we look at, let's look at something here. Let's take a peek at, yeah, that loss was to, that's a close loss. See, Oklahoma State is very, very, very good, solid team. I believe they can do some damage if they get into the playoffs. That would be a scary first opponent for anybody. I mean, Georgia's the favorite, but I guess Michigan's dream scenario would be, I don't know why that keeps starting and stopping and going. Nobody's trying to listen to that, so maybe I'll pause it. Yeah, Michigan's dream scenario is probably play Cincinnati first round, because you got a few weeks off before these games are even happening, so the momentum stops. You play Cincinnati, you win that game, and you get to a championship, and you're playing with house money. Georgia, they just need to win and roll over, keep doing. I think Alabama, I think the only team they fear is Georgia, really. Not saying that they can't get beat, though. So we'll see. But that's just a take on there. So I hope y'all enjoy it. Enjoy your Saturday watching football if you get a chance to do so. If you have to listen to the radio, listen to the radio. But I hope you have a good Saturday regardless. All right. So we will check back and we will get the after report. And we'll come back and we'll discuss what happened. Actually, if I'm gonna pick the games, the big games. I'm gonna go with. Oh, this was hard right here. I'm gonna take Baylor. I'm going to take. It's hard to go against Alabama. I'm gonna take Georgia. I'm gonna take. It's hard too. I'm gonna take Houston, and I'm gonna take Michigan. And all those predictions will probably be wrong, but they're just for fun. I could go back and I could just give you who's Oklahoma State, Georgia, Cincinnati and Michigan, but that wouldn't be interesting. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So all right.